All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another randomizer race from the Randomizer League. Tonight we have the third game between the Chicago Bullies and I only know how to super jump with Glove and Stachio Cat running. I am Vincent RTA, joined by Plums. How's it going tonight?
Hey, doing pretty well.
Excellent. Looking forward to a good race between these two. Right now, the Bullies are they've been bullying the uh, I know how to jump. I know how to super jump as they are up 2-0 in this best of five series. Do you want to talk about Dash Randomizer, Plumps?
Um, yeah, sure. So it's if you haven't watched a Dash Call match before, basically it's almost like a mini hack where they changed a lot of aspects of the game. They've rebalanced the beams. They've added some new items. I can put in the link in chat just if you want to just kind of see everything because it'll take a while to explain like every single little change that's been implemented. But one change that you can see right now is that upper right hand corner, there's a small 20 number. So the players will start off with a weak charge beam. That's how much damage a charge shot does. So much lower than what it does in vanilla.
That's definitely a big change, and there'll be others as we see them. Some location-based things, but that's definitely a big one. Something to of note, which in this it won't make a huge difference, but Stachio Cat did mention they did not get they forgot to turn Moonwalk on. So we saw there we got um Glove doing the moonfall and Stachio Cat not able to, and right now Glove has a little bit of lead thanks to that.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, especially if you've been used to using Moon Walk everywhere there. The muscle memory really kind of mess up with stuff like, I don't know, like Ridley fight, Dragon fight, they might use Moonwalk. And yeah, any moonfall that you do.
All right, so we get Morph Ball, bombs, power bombs, and missiles out of our uh, Blue Brand start. No supers quite yet, so we'll have to find that minor item soon to help open up the rest of the map. But always feels good to get some form of explosive early.
Yeah, so as you can see, unsurprisingly, neither player checking Billy Mays. It's already really slow, but especially with Dash. It's the one mode that's not actually based on the Vario Rando engine. So it's in this mode, it's much less likely that supers or power bombs in a scene that will be like buried in some weird location.
Glove chose to skip Old Mother Brain. Astro Cat does not, but just gets missiles.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because it's not that slow of a check. So yeah, if she's skipping Mother Brain, she's definitely skipping 230 and just banking on finding supers somewhere early, like the Prince Harbor Reserve area. But of course, it could possibly by be a bad move if we somehow don't find supers early.
All right, we'll have to take this BT fight because we found bombs.
Yeah, it looks like Stash will actually skip 230 for now, also, just because having to go through two org transition is very slow. Yeah, and actually, that's right. Not having supers makes this fight a little longer, but still, BT is not a particularly strong boss. And yeah, Glove is playing really fast. She's actually not gonna bother with Gauntlet either. Again, Gauntlet
No,
is
just
very slow, but in this mode, it's a little bit more valuable just because there are two new items. That are introduced, like mini suits, the pressure valve, and heat shield that can be a Gauntlet. And Stasho powerbomb with these blocks looks like he will be checking it.
yeah. So we're already seeing some vastly different decision making from these players. Love going. She's just being hyper aggressive and push forward, push forward, push forward.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of it is maybe she feels a little pressure because her team is down 0-2, but I know that, I mean, Glove is a really top level runner that doesn't mind skipping locations and doing stuff like Suitless Ellen, for example, on only grab, like doesn't even need to shield for it.
Just ammo so far and early supers. An extra E tank, definitely nice. Especially if, as you're talking about, if she's going to have to do some kind of hell run. Oh, there we get our first charge
Oh,
beam.
okay.
So you'll see
I
on the
checked for a
tracker.
second, but then I was like, okay, wait, the charge upgrade is not as needed since there are 4 of them in the game.
Yes, so that's the first major difference between normal and dash is that is a that's a quarter of the charge beam combo altogether. So that's why the damage is showing 40. There are 3 more of those, and as you collect each one, your total damage goes up.
Ooh, there are
Okay,
supers back
so
here.
first supers back there on the back end of Gauntlet for Stachio. And there's the wave beam down in Edekun's for Glove. That's a nice pickup.
Ooh, and Glove feels like she has to check this PB location, which is, again, a little unfortunate. She did not find supers at Star Reserve, so she is running out of places to spike a pack before the big pink door.
Oh, there
Oh, that's
there
nice.
she goes.
So yeah, so this worked out reasonably well. I mean, especially with Gauntlet. Charge upgrade probably not going to work with the time that Stash spent to grab the item. Much slower than the time that Glove had to spend going on dedicated thieves.
Where do you think she will go next?
Oh, you mean like Red Tower?
Yes.
I feel like it still is going to kind of depend what we find here, Big Pink. But I imagine for sure she would go X-Ray first, since they do have grapple. And that might incentivize her to keep going down, especially with another E-Tank here. Like, pretty likely to find at least one more E-Tank for Upper Norfair, and that just puts all heated runs in logic. Pretty much all heated runs.
Ooh, okay. So our normal charge location is plasma, so that will be a nice jump in damage.
Yeah, so this is actually a spot where Stash will have a momentary advantage having that charge upgrade. Since he, like, as of now, will have double the damage of the charge shot period glove. And finding power realms is good too, because again, like if you plan to do some type of heated run or even suitless Ellen play, definitely gonna need a good amount of PBs, like at least 20, not like 25. Yeah, and Glove also very experienced with just D-boost strat. Oh, I thought she was gonna go for it, but gonna turn on the grapple now.
I'm surprised Stasho grabbed his missiles. Skip the early supers under the bridge missiles, but still collected these.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well,
that's a. I feel like we've seen a lot of X-rays there recently.
just vanilla.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good here since they have plasma, so microwave is online. But yeah, I mean, once Stash gets that plasma already being at 200 damage, they're just probably gonna start or stop picking up the missile packs.
Yeah, about to see that in a second here. Definitely changes in mind and thoughts about what do I need moving forward.
Yeah, and Glove after the X-ray does decide to go down. I mean, especially in vanilla map, it's just so powerful if you're able to um, defeat Ridley.
Oh,
Oh, that's a huge pickup too for her. She could take this to Meridia very early, but I mean that's exactly what Glove likes to see because again she's very comfortable with suitless Ellen. But yeah, as I was saying, you always want to defeat Ridley as your second boss, and then Dragon finally Phantoon because it just works out the best with the routing. Routing is key, especially in this mode.
with gravity being found early, there's one of the new items. Someone mentioned it in chat, but one of the new items becomes irrelevant. The pressure valve, which opens up the west side of Meridia, not the east side, allows movement through there. That item does not matter because um, we have gravity, and that takes care of everything.
Yeah, those items were more designed for, well, I guess especially Pressure Valve designed for logical progression, since all it does is again act as a gravity source in some rooms, but it doesn't offer any of the like damage reduction that gravity does.
The other item we could see is the heat shield, which is kind of like a mini Varia. It prevents damage in upper Norfair, not lower. That's something that either runner would be upset about finding, but obviously finding Aria would be much nicer.
Yeah, Heat Shield is a little more intriguing because in lower Norfair gravity actually only reduces 25% of damage, but Heat Shield reduces 50, so that would be a boon to both if they were to do Suitless LN. But yeah, I'm pretty curious to see what Glove decides to do. I wouldn't mind a few quick Meridia checks before going down, or even possibly clearing Dragon.
Mm,
But her situation is the main issue, funnily enough, is the supers. Like they're both still on 5 supers, and Glove doesn't have any charge upgrades, so like Stashio. And you know, Stashio is actually going up for the X-ray, so very interesting divergence here.
this is
Yeah, this is
definitely an interesting choice.
yeah. I mean, Rekship is buffed, quote unquote, buffed in this mode because there's an extra location. So that's another thing I haven't really mentioned is that because of the new major items, there's additional major locations. So Rekship, the Sky Missile has been added as a extra location. And another reason why Statue could be doing this is, like, again, to create divergence, or he might be thinking because of all the checks he's done, he's like, okay, well, this probably didn't pay off, and if he feels behind, it's better to try to do something that he knows Glove probably won't do.
Moat provides a second super pack, something that, well, this seed's been a little stingy on supers. And just an E-Tank here in Mama Turtle, but Glove still will definitely grab. I can imagine 5, that's in her mind, that's way more than enough.
Yeah, again, Glove is just thinking about ammo for CFing. Probably like another charge upgrade, screw attack would be really useful. But she already has like quite a lot of pieces for going down straight down to Ellen. Yeah, movement is a little slower, but because she already checked Mama, I feel like she'll at least again keep going to something like Water Recall at least, if not like all the way to Dragon.
All right. Well, so Stashio's going to head here to Fantoon. Let's see if we see a microwave space ghost. We do have the setup for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Glove having a bit of trouble on the movement here. Again, yeah, no high jump, no speed, no space jump, and no double jump. That's another new item that was actually added to the dash recall that we haven't seen yet. Glove, please. All right, here comes the
And there it is. There's that X-ray. Taking down Fantoon. Oh, yeah. Oh, so this is...
Oh, he was so close. He needed just
This
one
is...
big,
Yep.
nice fast pattern.
Okay, that definitely helped. But that's a... that's a difference between this charge plasma and a normal charge plasma. That would have definitely been enough with a normal charge plasma, but with the only 1/4 of the plasma combo, it's definitely not as much damage. But we do have a microwave space ghost, microwave squid there. I don't know if microwave calamari is something I'd want to eat, but you know, each their own.
I'm a little surprised that Glove didn't just pick up those power bombs for 25 since she was right next to it. But again, she could be just kind of making a different long-term play. With again the fact that so far checks haven't really paid off, and again she's still missing quite a bit of the supers, like where she's not found any. And Mustache does find another charge upgrade, which definitely much more valuable to him since he does plasma.
Ashio grabs a second charge beam upgrade, so you see that damage went from 200 to 300 just like that. Extra power bombs here, nothing to scoff at, nothing to turn your head at. We talked about potential hell runs. This is around the minimum number you really want to have. Ideally, I think I'd want 25 so I could potentially have 2 Crystal Flash if needed. But still also very short on that super count. This seed has been a little rough there.
Yeah, there's on average less supers and dash recall than there is in the inferior randomizer modes, but this is still like really low for how many minor locations we've seen.
All right, Stasio is about to go see that next major item location. Oh, meanwhile, we've got speed down here in the sand pits.
Ooh, that is really interesting to see. I think Sasho is relatively happy to see that pressure valve since he does not have any suit at all. But yeah, I mean, again, we don't know still where Heat Shield and Ferrari suit are.
All right, just an E-tank up here. All right, and Cat is going to make this play. Yes, Stasio goes bowling. Meanwhile, what do we got done here? Spazer at Plasma. That's not exactly the most exciting. That's kind of like a French vanilla kind of thing.
Yeah, so there's been a small quality of life change that if you have plasma beam and you pick up Spazer, your beam won't be overwritten. So she just basically wasted the fanfare time. Yeah, Spazer not having any importance here because she does already have speed. So both of there's just some blocks in the game that Spazer can remove, but those are the ones that speed was intended to remove in the first place.
This is something that worth noting. Glove, if she sees this, will skip this. So this is time that Stasio Cat's running that Glove will definitely not.
Yeah, I think we'll have to see what's at Baku and Dragon because again, if there's like, for example, if Verisuit is at either of those locations, then Gloves pretty much won. Otherwise, Stashio's not in the worst spot because again, Gloves still just doesn't have ammo for crystal flashes and just really fine generals. But unfortunately, it's just an E-tank at gravity 2. So Stashio definitely going to route Friction E, which the pressure valve will help, and then head to Forgotten Highway. Or not. Oh, did he check that, or is he just going this way? I'm actually a little surprised at this. I mean, unbeknownst to him, though, this actually kind of works out. He will find gravity much faster this way.
All right, here comes the microwave beam again. The bonus to this time is by kneeling. Oh yeah, kneeling.
Yeah,
We stand up when Dragon's dead, but that beam doesn't do nearly as much damage.
this.
This is
I
gonna
mean,
take
I just like to call this 100-watt microwave. That's what it feels like. Like,
a
was it Dragon
100-watt microwave. I like it.
like 6,000 health? So I mean, you're doing 100 per tick. So you have to do 60 ticks.
And gets grabbed, but managed to the easy bake
I like
microwave.
that. Yeah,
That's my favorite. Someone in chat just called it the
exactly.
easy bake microwave. There we go. And behind Dragon, we get Screw Attack. Okay.
Again, Glove has the perfect loadout for Ellen already. Um, but we're just gonna have to see how many supers she finds in Norfair. I mean, in all likelihood, she will find a decent amount, but she can't feel that good about the fact that not only does she have no charge upgrades, but also the super count is just so low. I mean, of course, all of that can be erased if we find just very suited Norfair, which at this point it's likely to be. Oh, just a reserve tank in bot mode too.
Wow. Lord Nerfair's got to be kind of stacked here. Or there could be some goodies. We could have Shaq Tool with some Shaq, of course Shaq Tool. This is a big difference in Dash, is that Shaq Tool is actually a lot more accessible here. All of the sand is gone, so if you head over there, you can immediately get through and not waste your time. Oh, Stachio.
Kind of being a little bit trolled by grapple seed. But yeah, I mean, even though Shack Tool is a lot faster, it's still really slow, and I would be surprised if Glove wins Shack Tool. Yeah, it looks like she's not. Like, Glove wants like supers more than anything, honestly. Besides like pistachios.
Wow.
No.
Like, honestly, is this E-Tank worth it this much? Like, this is, wow, this is almost as long as a Fantoon fight at this point.
I mean, at this point, you might as well do the power bomb boost. Okay, there you go.
All right, at least he's not going to die to Mama Turtle damage, which could have been a thing.
Yeah, again, actually, another change in Dash Recall is the suits have been rebalanced so that both of them split the damage reduction and the environmental reduction. So if you only have gravity, you're taking double the damage that you would normally be taking in like Varia Rando.
All right, nice job, Estachio, getting that first try gravity jump.
No, okay, they didn't call the location, but man, that is really bad for Stash. It's not even the heat shield. Gloves just spikes go mode right away. Man, to think that the right play was just to do the normal go down and then just go down to upper Norfair.
Yeah, that's kind of, these randomized can be a cruel mistress sometimes, and that's, yeah.
Like, Business Center is a really great place to check for items, like both the majors and the minors. It's just the one issue is the elevator rides. That's why runners will tend to just skip it or like go to Viridia first before going back down. Yeah, Glove's just going. I mean, she still is in a pretty bad spot with ammo. Like, she actually does want to see something like a charge upgrade, but as long as I mean, like one more super pack, she'd be pretty comfortable with Ridley. And Glove going for Lava Spark too. Oh, barely missed the short charge, unfortunately.
Nice first try gravity jump there. Made it look easy. Nice clip there by Stachio, showing the fast way.
Yeah, I was a little surprised he went for this now, but I guess maybe you might not be in this room again. That's why I decided to. Yeah, because he's gonna go the same route as Glove did, go sand pit for the item, and then around to skip the bottom fight. Nice fast pillars by Glove. I mean, I feel like just like, you know, stuff like hypo jump. There's all this tech that I don't know. People feel like learning that it's becoming more. I mean, meanwhile, Glove is just gonna go for hypo jump since it is a lot faster than having long jump. Let's see if she gets this. Yep, there we go. Didn't even break a sweat.
She is bringing her A game tonight in movement. This is another location that has been upgraded to hold a major. But we do see it's just a trash tank.
Yeah, there's only two now. Two of the reserve tanks were removed, so we've seen both of them. A little surprised Stash is kind of committing to these minor checks already, without Dragon down. Yeah, he's gonna give up on that. I mean, in his spot, his ammo is admittedly better, which is why it was more reasonable to, okay, that maybe you want to skip Dragon, but it's still kind of a situation where you're not really in an optimal spot just to do Ellen now. I also missed it, but I'm guessing Glove spiked the tank at Fire Flues.
Very nice Agos there by Glove. She's just showing off great movement tonight. Oh, this is a little bit of that spark. But quick back up with some supers. Takes down those very annoying pirates. And this being versus Vanilla, we know this. We're about to see a Ridley right about when we're gonna watch a Dragon.
Yeah, this is actually quite annoying Ridley with not even 15 supers. So I'm a little curious to see how Glove's gonna handle this. Like, I mean, this beam is awful. Like, this is a 180 shot fight, so yeah, she's gonna lead with power bombs.
Manipulating this to get the double hit.
Yeah, I think she has exactly enough ammo for the like half of Ridley, like red Ridley phase. So the rest we're gonna have the power bombs and charge shots.
So if you do it right, which Glove is showing and executing here, you'll see Ridley flash a second time there, and on that second flash, Ridley's taking another hit, which makes a huge difference. Now we're going to see this Dragon on the right hand side with Stachio with 300 damage. This should be at worst a 2-rounder.
Yeah, I don't like the hit. It looks like Dragon is also slowing down, so gonna get that fast grapple kill. Oh, barely missed it. The fast grapple out. Gonna have to. Yeah, looks like he's gonna just use ammo and another microwave.
And there it is. Dragon dead on the right side, and we'll see Ridley go down soon here on the left-hand side.
I forgot how many power bombs she had to start, but again,
I believe she had a full complement.
Okay. This shouldn't be too many charge shots then before Ridley turns color, because that's all she's waiting for right now. Because she's saving exact ammo for the second half. Okay, yeah, she can jam it now. And this is also showing the slight annoyance of not having Hydra for this fight. But looks like Love's managing this pattern really well, not missing any missiles. Yep, there's Ridley down.
Very nice fight. Well executed. Oh, there's that
Yeah, you take that. Yeah.
double jump. Yep. One of the new items. Instead of a infinite space jump, this just gives you a second jump, which adds access to some areas, but doesn't fix everything.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's not the greatest thing to have, but again, when you don't have high jump or space jump, it feels good enough to pick up. Again, I'm not positive if Stash had checked Plasma, but definitely should be leaving now since he has created all of Upper Norfair to, which, I mean, he won't have to do Suitless, but in his mind, if he was trying to prepare for Suitless, Ellen.
I forgot that Stasio hadn't done grades locker yet, so this is it does have 2 bosses down, but this is, you know, Glove is down to just heading direct ship, taking down Fantoon. He's got a commanding lead.
Yeah,
it's a matter
absolutely.
of finishing out the execution from here.
Yeah, still no supers. But yeah, like Stashio not doing great first is a lot more understandable, especially since they removed what is it, the Kraid E-Tank that's now minor location. So like yes, you have to kill Kraid at some point, but he only guards 1 item instead of 2.
Nice Kraid quick kill for Stasio. No Kraid DLC here. It's prom season, but not for Kraid. Nice little free fill there. Long fanfare at this point. Like any additional items picked up are just going to be further and further separation. I mean, other than picking up Varya, there's really nothing else that if I were Stasio, I'd like, you know, we'll pick up the double jump when he kills Ridley, but not much else other than that.
Yeah,
We're
pretty
gonna see the huge difference here because Stasio now needs to head all the way down to Lower Norfair. Or Glove just needs to go up direct ship and straight to Turian.
I feel like Glove will probably get that 1 charge upgrade at right supers at least, because again, like her Ridley fight was kind of slow, but she at least had power bombs for that. Like this is even worse for Mother Brain, the lack of ammo and weak beam. So in her mind, she definitely would want some more supers or charge upgrade, and not to mention like the other items that would speed up her turn, like Ice Beam, Hydra.
There's that double jump coming into play. Ashio's going to see this Varia and feel extremely behind if he didn't feel that way already.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's no, again, like, Glove also didn't find this until, like, relatively later than you think, but Stashio just kind of was banking on Vera not being exactly there, like, not being a very convenient location. That just didn't work out.
Nice iceless mock escape there.
And we'll see this high jump from Stashio. So, let's see what item lurks here. I mean, supers are always good, even though he does have a more powerful name. And
Vanilla high jump boots. Okay. And vanilla X-ray and vanilla boots.
Yeah, really would have appreciated that. Yeah, that when you have speed and no high jump, the mess up of your jump height really feels bad.
Tried to get the missile skip. But just caught the hitbox.
Yeah, I just take it really slow if I want to skip the missile. I find the whatever the aqueduct missile to be harder to skip. Yeah, again, Glove is still only the 100 damage. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, use the super. What was it? The easy baked microwave.
The easy bake oven.
Even on Fan 2. Normally you'd find Fan 2 being, oh my god, this is so fast. Only did about half of Fan 2's health. The microwave.
Nice. Execution by Stashio gets the Shine Spark through the room rather than having to take the gravity jump.
Wow, and okay, Glove is... Yeah, I guess Glove might feel a little behind. I'm a little surprised again, just not checking right supers. I guess she's just gonna say screw it. I'm gonna have like a, I mean, she has plenty of health, but it's just gonna be a pretty slow Mother Brain.
That jump a lot easier for Stashio Cat with the high jump boots.
Yeah, Stashio could have a much faster Ellen, the additional high jump and much stronger beam, but yeah, Glove had already too much of a lead. She's gonna be well determined by the time Stashio gets there, because he has to, like, as you said, go all the way up through the map to Criteria.
We just point out that Love is about to enter Turian at the sub 45 mark. Just how fast she's ran this seed. This is impressive.
Yeah, as I said, like, Love's the type of player that just doesn't mind being more aggressive with skips just because she has really good execution. And like, for example, like, I would have been like not very happy to have to do like a slow MB, but it looks like she definitely is fine with it. I mean, yeah, just the beam shots will be 180 shots. I mean, having 15 supers at least is nice, I guess, for catch up. Although, that doesn't really matter that much since she has health. But she has about 25-ish, 26 like supers, so she's gonna have to do like pretty much 100 charge shots on Mother Brain.
Yeah, it'll be a long Mother Brain fight, but not long enough to make up the kind of gap we've got here. Is Asho is about to finish off Ridley, but that climbing wreck ship first, and I mean, it's crazy that if one of them had just went, okay, I'm just gonna follow the normal route, and I'm gonna go right to Upper Norfair after Red Tower, and just grab all the items here, they would have been miles ahead of time getting both suits early.
Oh yeah, chat mentioning SBA. That's actually a good point because even though the beam shot and the charge shots were nerfed, SBA does have still have its vanilla damage. Okay, Club wants to proc Berserkius.
So it's likely that Asha will get to LN or get to Turian. Both players will be in Turian together, but Love has just ran this lightning fast. Even with, had she went straight to Lower Norfair, it would have been a few minutes faster, but a great run in general.
Yeah, nice speed skip too. I mean, again, this fight is gonna be pretty slow, but Stasho doesn't really have an advantage. Like, doesn't have ice, make turn faster, so he's still gonna be probably just around like the baby skip area when Glove is like done with the fight, or like pretty much in the escape.
I really got to say, watching Glove's execution, she just really was on fire through movement and playing. Just a lot of outstanding execution. Anastasio is not executing very well. Just that, she really killed this seed.
Yeah, and actually I forgot she'd have to use more ammo on MD1 and stuff. So she entered the fight with only 26-2, which is, well, that's literally 32. This is like 3,200. So she needs 148 shots, I think, for Mother Brain here.
It's a lot of counting.
Yeah.
Got some onion rings being fired, some meatballs, some French fries every once in a while. I don't know why all the food references are made in this in this game to all these things with a ketchup beam on its way. Maybe someone was hungry when they were deciding to nickname all these. At least this isn't a charge only fight, because that would be the worst.
I mean, in a way, it's almost as bad. This is pretty much like low ice damage. Kip, if you ever watch this fight, I'm Glory to unnerf plasma, or at least not nerf them as hard. Vanilla charge by itself is 60 damage. And the low ice that I was mentioning, that one is 90.
I think the only thing I would have done was differently is I would have saved the 15 supers for this portion.
But she had like almost no what was it? No ammo though. And also a lot of runners.
Oh, never mind. She needed all that just to break the glass. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of runners actually find the catch phase to be easier. Oh, okay. She takes it there.
No more catching. No more catching the catch up. Gotta avoid those.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's like you just need to get the timing a little harder without high jump forward. Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, there it is. Here comes that rainbow beam as she damages down. MB2 is down.
And yeah, I think it looks like, because I just said, that's just gonna at least reach baby skip by the time Glove is finishing up MB, but just a little too late for him to catch.
I was hoping we were gonna see a double baby screen, a baby on the left, baby on the right, but we're just short of that.
I'm also hoping Sasha goes for statue skip, since he does have a perfect setup for that. Because last time I believe he did not go for that. I mean, to be fair, both of you did have your moments with the grapple beam. It looks like Stasho is going for Stash Skip. There's the stutter. Yep, there it is. Very nice.
Oh, and the skip is named after you. All right, so just over a minute away, and Glove will take this race and send this match to game 4. We'll have speed, so we'll get the faster route. I definitely prefer watching escapes with speed because it's so much more boring without it.
Nice lead ox, and without high jump term is very, very annoying. Stash really wants to speed skip too.
There's that Behe skip, or Behe spark.
And get your GGs out for Glove, which is going to finish with an official time of 54 minutes and 37 seconds. And I
Great
mean,
run. Get those GGs going in chat.
good. I mean, again, considering the lack of ammo, like the slow Ridley and the slow Turian on a weak beam, that's just an amazing time.
While we're waiting for the next phase of this, I do want to say thank you for Paragon for tracking in these randomizers is a very difficult skill, but one we're definitely appreciative of having a quality tracker in the background who's tracked a lot of these races.
Yep, Paragon, of course, one of the two, I would say, main trackers that we had this season. Yeah, it looks like Shepard pretty soon. Dash actually going first and as well.
Let's see, spring balls, wreck ships to right side supers, reserve tank Norfair, and energy tank gauntlet. Those were all the charge upgrades.
And we're now joined by both Glove and Statue Cat. GG's to you guys.
GG.
Sounds like you full cleared ship.
It was. I saw the whatever it's called, the pressure valve at wreck ship reserve, and then I was like, should I grab that? I was like, I don't think Glove's going to wreck ship, so I might as well grab this.
That's really unfortunate. Where was Gravity? Like Spacer?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it turns out the fast play would have been just go from go to Kraid, go check Upper Norfair, and then find that Varia, and then make it a one trip Norfair altogether.
Yeah, I'm so frustrated. I've been saying I need to commit to just going down, but then when I do go down, I end up just a little bit short, and so I'm like, I should have just checked the couple Meridia items if I have grav and pressure valve, so that was kind of my plan. But when you have gravity, by the time you're at watering hole, it almost just feels worth it to do Dragon, which, by the way, screw these changes to Tesma.
Oh my god.
I should have just re-sparked. There was literally no reason. It's obnoxious with boots. It would have been a 5-spark. Who cares? Whatever. It would have been faster anyway. Meridia was just hot garbage. Had speed and nothing else.
Yeah,
And then,
my Meridia deserves to have a Yakety Sax played over pretty much the whole thing.
I feel
That's
like mine
not an
does too.
exaggeration.
Like,
No, you should go. You should go watch mine.
all
I mean,
right,
outside of
I
anything else, Dasio, even just if I could cutscene just the trying to grab the E-Tank and Mama Turtle, that would have been enough on its own.
no.
Yeah.
I had some. I was trying to do some cute stuff in Everest, and it was just not working for me. Just trying to do some grapple jumps, but yeah, I mean, I just feel like at this point, I think you got to get a game plan and stick to it, you know. And rando and relationships always go down.
The funniest thing to me, and I think this Simo was asking me about this. So I tried. I forgot I couldn't get past Batwoon. So I went after Watering Hole. I went into Aqueduct, and I started going up, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, I can't get through here." So I went back down, and I was like, "Well, I might as well just go to left sand pit now." So I went
Yeah.
down left sand pit, got speed booster, and then I went left back to Main Street. And I hit Main Street, and I'm like, "What am I doing? I should have just gone up toilet." So then I was like, "I'm already in Main Street. I might as well short charge and just get this miner because I didn't have Vera yet. My supers were low, so I was like, I should be able to spark it, but I missed it like 6 times, and then I left without it.
Mhm.
It was not good."
Yeah, this is one's gonna be interesting to watch back. I mean, I was interested in both of you, especially you, Glove, in like kind of your thoughts about like managing the ammo, since like yeah, it's not that often that you're kind of a run and you just happen to skip like charge upgrades.
I was really
Yeah.
worried at my super count for trying to do Lorne Warfare, but also the fact that I'm really bad at hypo jump, and I didn't have a good way up Worser in the game, so that was also scaring me. I just had
Yeah.
bombs, but
I mean, yeah, I was in the same situation. It looks like you found the high jump boots, which were vanilla, right?
yeah.
That's so frustrating that I skipped it. Like, I was thinking hard about that. I was like, it's 2 transitions, but like then I ended up checking whatchamacallit, the Mickey Mouse anyway. So it's like,
What was
I'd
there? I
rather
skipped that.
Mickey Mouse. It was just a reserve tank. I didn't even
Reserve
pick
tank.
it up.
Another trash can.
Yeah, I found both of them, but it was like, I mean, I got to 20 power bombs, but then I was like skipping power bombs because I'm like, I have 5 supers. Like, I'm not doing an LN without Varia. Like, it's
Yeah, supers are really rough this seed. Max, one of you had what, 4 packs? Like,
you had
There
4
have been-
packs. Oh my god,
I had
Stasio,
five. I
you're
had
wrecked.
5. I had 5.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was super elusive in this.
Yeah, it's.
Actually,
I mean,
yeah.
like there are fewer supers. Stasio, what was your first super?
I went through Gauntlet.
Oh, was there a power bomb pack below Old Mother Brain? I was so scared I had missed
Yes,
like first
yes,
supers
there
there.
was.
But
Oh, you
and
skipped
that was a
that.
charge upgrade, wasn't it? I was thinking hard about doing Gauntlet at the end of the game, but I was like,
For-
no, I think I just need to do No Thoughts Head
Wait,
Empty.
what was that? It wasn't a power run pack. Yeah, it was missiles. Sorry, it was
Wait.
missiles.
How did you do Gauntlet then?
We had
only had-
bombs.
Oh, we had bombs, right? I kind of still don't like hybrid Gauntlet, because you're still what? You're around 30 seconds slower than full power bomb Gauntlet. Like I think
was
it's
probably not
justifiable,
worth.
especially when there's miners in the back.
Oh.
But
Only reason I did it was because I was going that way anyway, and we had bombs.
sure. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's reasonable. I just don't.
And that
I've really
was-
gone back and forth on Gauntlet. I really like
Wait, so where
Gauntlet,
were
but it takes a
yours?
long time.
Where were yours? Bruce?
My first supers were the like Edacoon's pocket.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, that's lucky because I did not see a single super pack after that, and I was like, I hope Glove skipped Gauntlet.
Yeah, I was literally like, Stasio could get so hosed by this. So I think we were both feeling pretty good about getting that,
Yeah.
getting our respective supers. That's so funny. That charge upgrade would have been pretty nice though. I didn't have a low ice fight by any means, but I assume this was one of the longer mother brains of the tournament.
Mine
Yes,
wasn't
yes.
that
For
long.
Dash, at least.
I mean, I had charged plasma dealing. Oh, I guess we had about the same. I mean, it was 300 a shot for me.
Yeah,
It was 100 a shot for me. I think
yeah.
I probably had what, like a 140 shot mother brain after ammo?
148.
148. Okay.
Well, so it sounds like I probably made up a bunch of time on you
Mm-hmm.
from LN on, because I feel like from after I got my Varia, I feel like I played pretty well.
God, those high jump boots would have been so sick, and I skipped them. Stasio, I like that your track is symmetrical.
Nice, it is.
Missing Ice, Phaser, and Spring Ball. Where was Ice? Did you see on the spoiler?
I did not.
I think it was somewhere inconvenient. I forget though. But yeah,
And
it's
we didn't have Brock. Or, what is it? Waterway. Probably those.
I considered going to Waterway actually after my horrendous Meridia and my red chip play. I was like, but then I was just like, nah, like I don't know what Glove did. It's
Yeah,
bad.
that's the
It's
thing.
usually bad to do that kind of thing, so I just played.
I think like I know it's something I've talked about with other people. Like Nevdi, I think he said one of his downfalls is that like if he sort of like does something that's slow, he tries to like make plays to make it up. And I think I'm maybe the opposite, where if like things have not been going well, when I hit go mode, I'm like, all right, no thoughts, head empty. I'm not checking anything. Like honestly, after I hit go mode, I still feel like I overchecked by going to Fireflies and Mickey Mouse.
I feel
And
like
it
I
would've been faster
resisted
if I
pretty
skipped
well.
those, though.
I skipped both of those.
Yeah, I mean, you had no reason to check them, but for
I
me,
checked
it was
Ridley.
like I checked Ridley too. That double jump was pretty nice, but it was like if I get a charge upgrade, right? I mean, that's saving more than a minute, which like if I got a charge upgrade before Ridley, that probably would have saved probably like 3 minutes. But even then, it's like, yeah, like you can't count on that is the thing. Like people overestimate how big a deal having long boss fights is, I think. Ridley was long. You ever use 20
once I
power
found
bombs on Ridley?
Varia-
It was pretty sick.
I mean, I was pretty stacked by the time I found
Mhm.
Varia. So
Mhm. But yeah, it's funny seed. Like, yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like just go down in these.
going to
Like,
Red Chip, yeah,
I think Dash,
told
you just gotta like make a play and hope it works because
going to Wreck Ship I think is fine, and I think I even
Yeah.
told you like I told you I was going to Wreck Ship, so I wasn't gonna turn away. Although
right.
if I didn't have grapple, all right, I basically told myself I don't want to try to get stuck CWJing. It's not worth it because going to
Right.
Wreck Ship is already risky. So because I had that grapple is really the only reason I went.
I mean, I was thinking about doing it for Wreck Ship E, and I was like, no, I think you gotta have your game plan of what you're gonna do in Dash and just get good at that and commit to it, because there's just a comical amount of luck in this mode. Like,
I kind of made the decision that I'm either gonna do Wreck Ship E or go to Sky Missile, not both, and pick one. And this time I picked Sky Missile, and it was horrible because it ended up making me get Pressure Valve. I had to go through bowling to get it.
You had no items to get it though.
Pressure Valve? It's just open. Or Wreck Ship Reserve?
No. The Sky Missile, like you had no items that make it nice.
Oh, I just rode the Tripper. It's pretty slow. But it's only like 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's not that bad. But yeah, I'm pretty disappointed that the admins did not allow our request to play this game as Mahjong instead. That would have been less luck based.
Well, the truth is, you can have this win because I did win the Catan game before this, so that's what really matters.
I see.
Could have won if I had anywhere to place a settlement, but
that's actually why we were kind of running late for our start of the race. We were trying to quickly finish our game at Catan.
Love it, love it. All right, well, Ashio, any last thoughts?
No. Just thanks for the comms and the tracking, and GG Glow.
GG.
Love, any last thoughts?
Well, first, it's funny that my item percent's 34 and his is 43. I like that they're reversed. Anyway, excited to see the reverse 3-0 here.
Yeah, that's not happening. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was really happy that we got to play Bullies, basically guaranteed, because I really like everyone on this team, so it's really sick. I want to get, and obviously I have to believe in the reverse 3-0, but if it doesn't happen, I don't think there's anybody who I want to go on and win it all more than the Bullies.
Well, Glove, see, I'm from Chicago, so I'm gonna be a little like, while I don't know any of the three of them that well, I'm a little bit biased to Chicago winning. But hey, you know what? I would rather see this go to a game 5 just so we all get more action and more matches in this tournament. Plumps, do you have any last thoughts?
Really, just similar to what you said. Like, it's always good to see longer matches. I personally really like this matchup of these two teams, how they race each other. So, unfortunate that Shadow Bullies had to lose this one, but I'm glad that we'll at least get a game 4.
All right. Well, tomorrow there's another matchup between Vileplume and Cutie's coaches, the Professor School versus FJL, FLJ. So that'll be another great race tomorrow. That's at 1:10 p.m. So hopefully you guys come out and see that. For Aragon on tracking and Plumps, I'm Vincent RTA. Thank you everyone for being here. Give these runners and a follow. Obviously great runners, very skilled. We saw a lot of great movement tonight. And if you want to give myself, Plumps or Paragon a follow as well, please support your local neighborhood comms team. Thank you very much for coming out, and we'll see you guys next mission.